In this episode, I have 3 Atlas Earth news items to lay on you, one of which is a huge change in the game. We'll also take a look and answer 2 viewer questions after that. So if this sounds interesting to you, please stand by. Hey, all you Atlas Earthlings, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here saying thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate all the time you spend with me. Okay, we have an action-packed episode here. There's been lots of things happening this week. Like I said, I have 3 main news items, and then I have 2 viewer questions, which broach upon 2 popular topics a lot of people talk about on and off frequently. So let's go ahead and dive in. Well, if you hadn't heard, continuing with their game plan to bring on 1 new country live per month in 2025, Spain is now live. So welcome to everyone in Spain. You can now download Atlas Earth on your mobile stores and play it. You can buy parcels, become mayor, governor, president. Maybe they're slightly termed differently. I don't know. If you're traveling to the country, you can buy parcels while you're there on holiday or whatever. You can also partake in the mini games and different things that are available in that country. So welcome to Spain. So the second big news item that I wanted to throw at you happened this week after a patch, was a problem. I'll just read the statement that Manning put up on Reddit. Thank you for your patience as we looked into the recent issue affecting rent displays, ad boosts, and badge payouts for mayors and other title holders. After our maintenance window on Tuesday evening Central Time, one of our server instances exhibited strange behavior. As a result, players on that instance may have experienced incorrect rent displays and failed badge payouts. We've since resolved the issue and confirmed everything is now functioning as expected. Okay, so after that patch, a lot of people started reporting that their actual rent was going down in game instead of going up, which obviously is a big problem. And this broaches on the topic of what to do if you have a problem in Atlas Earth. Okay, so I have experience because I've been in IT for years. I'm not quite in IT anymore, but I was in IT for like 15 years, and I've worked with trouble call queues for a long time. And one of the aspects of putting in a ticket is okay, so I know immediately you're saying, oh, I get poor service, whatever. But here's the thing. If the development team and the troubleshooters on the game's end don't know about the problem, they can't troubleshoot it. So one of the first things you need to do when you have a problem in Atlas Earth, such as this, is put in a ticket with all the details. They may not be able to solve it for you really quickly, but if they see a bunch of tickets come in all on the same issue, they know there's a problem and they need to get their developers or whoever's troubleshooting product support or whoever's troubleshooting the issue on the matter. So with that said, they immediately encouraged everybody to put in tickets and give all the details. Now, Manning went on to say, we understand some players were impacted by a rent display and calculation issue followed by our recent maintenance window. We appreciate your patience and are committed to making it right. If you believe your rent earnings were affected, please follow the steps below to request remediation. 1, submit a support ticket through the in-game help system or our support portal. So you can submit a ticket through the game up under the settings, or you can do it on the website. Include evidence of your starting rent prior to the issue, like a screenshot, the estimated amount of rent you believe is missing. While we will not be adjusting rent values directly, we will be providing compensation in Atlas bucks at the following rate. 1 Atlas buck per every 0.049 cents of missing rent. So like 1 Atlas buck per 5 cents, right? We will round up to the nearest whole Atlas buck. Compensation will be manually deposited into your account. It could take up to 7 days. Please note, mayor and title badge payouts are being processed automatically and no further action is needed. Okay. I applaud them for offering payback, remediation in some sort. I can see that a lot of, what this relies upon is if you had a screenshot of what your rent was before the patch happened. And a lot of people, I'm thinking, probably didn't. But My main point is if an issue pops up like this, the first thing to do is put in a ticket. Okay. And lastly, but by far not leastly, a huge change to the game. Mini games are now free. There are no more 2 Atlas Buck fees to enter the mini game. So this is one of the big things people talk about a lot when they talk about the mini games and the cost of playing the mini games. They have modified the mini games over the last year that I've played, and given you the chance to watch ads and do the little meter spin and everything like that. So now they've just completely removed the cost of the mini games, and now you just watch a ad instead of paying. So basically the ads are paying for the game. Now I haven't seen any details as far as how the pools are going to be allotted and the winnings allotted. We'll talk about that. If you want to drop by the Sunday afternoon sessions, which is our live stream where we gather and discuss Atlas Earth at noon Eastern Daylight Time on Sundays. It's always usually a rowdy time with everybody talking about Atlas Earth. So you can stop by. Maybe by then we'll know, because I think it goes live on Sunday. So that is the last news item I have for you. Okay, on to a couple comments or questions from viewers. Okay, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Tasdeep Singh because they have left prior messages and I just didn't get what they were actually saying. Okay, so what they said is third comment of saying referral doesn't work in Atlas Earth anymore. You should remove it from your description. Okay, so I talk about this a lot because the referral system is a key system within Atlas Earth, but as of a couple weeks ago, it has been removed from the game. So new people who have started playing recently can't go in and get a referral code. Okay, now in the past, when this happened, I had reached out to, and Manning had made the statement that, hey, prior codes, if you had a prior code, would still work. So I assumed everything was okay because I'm still using an old code. But in the referral, there's 2 parts to it. There's a link. You can use a referral link, like a URL, and go directly to the page and download it. Or you can download the game, and under the settings, as long as you haven't bought a parcel in the game, except for that first free one, okay? If you've got your first free one and you want to use a referral code and be able to earn the free Atlas Bucks from using my referral code, which you can find in the show notes, if you want to go ahead and get 200 free Atlas Bucks by the time you hit your 11th, then you would go into settings after you get your free parcel of land in game. And before you buy the second one, then you would put in my referral code. The referral codes still apparently work. However, the URL does not. If you go to the URL, you'll get a broken URL error. Okay, so I was misinterpreting what Tasdeep Singh was saying, so apologies, and a big shout out for making me aware of this so I can go ahead and put this out. Now, apparently, they are working on this. I don't know when they're going to put it back in the game. Hopefully, they put it back in the game. This is a system that has really helped me out. I don't know what they're doing to it, why it was broken, if they just took it out and they decided to make a change to it. Hopefully, they're not going to nerf it, but I just thought I would throw that out and give a shout out. And secondly, a comment on the same video. This is the last video I put out this week from viewer Polo Loco 2. Says their question is, if I upgrade my phone, keep the same number, and I'm playing some games from the arcade to get some bucks, can I download them in the new phone and still get the bucks when I get the new gold? Now, first of all, for those who don't know, the arcade is handled and run by a third party. It's not actually run by Atlas Earth. There are several subsystems within Atlas Earth that third parties actually run, like the travel system and the survey system and also the arcade system. And we've talked about this before because it's a popular way to go ahead and make Atlas Bucks, right? It is the focal point here, and this broaches on the topic we've talked about before about not having not playing on multiple devices that have active different phone numbers, because you have to assign your account to a phone number. We're not going to branch out into that right now, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at this question. So there are several variables surrounding this question. I reached out to SSC Kelly, who is a mod for the Atlas Earth Reddit, and he gave me a few different tips to kind of answer this question. First of all, the answer to your question most directly is no, most likely not. A lot of people report that when they get a new phone, they download Atlas Earth. You have to finish. If you've got a game mid deal or mid game you're working up, you would have to finish that game on that other device. Now, keep in mind, you don't want to have two active cell devices that have two different phone numbers. If it has the same phone number, it falls under the rule of just don't have them both on at the same time. Only be logged into one. Okay. With that said, a lot of people use multiple devices to play games like iPads or tablets. The other issue here is that if you switch in a login type. So for instance, you have an Apple account and you decide to get yourself an Android phone. You're no longer going to be able to use that Apple login on that Android phone, and the Apple login and the Android or Google login has two different sets of offers in the arcade. So I know it's muddy water. I'm sorry to speak, but to directly answer you as best I can is you're going to get a new phone. If you have some arcade deals that are or arcade offers that you almost have complete, you're going to have to complete it on that old phone before you switch over, because more than likely you're not going to be able to do it on the new phone. So I hope that helps. Okay, so this has been a week wrap up of news items and a few viewer questions answered. If this has helped you out, please leave a like on the video, and also think about subscribing if you haven't already. If you have, thanks. And once again, if you want to join us Sunday at noon Eastern time, we talk Atlas Earth on the Sunday afternoon sessions. I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and I have to go out and mow grass. After that, I'll see you back in Atlas Earth.